Hello, my beautiful angel star seeds and dreamers. My name is Violeta. Welcome back. Okay, today's message is big, you guys. Big. So this is a timeless channeled message. So whenever you find it, it's for you. If it resonates, great. Take it. Let me know in the comments. If it doesn't, leave it. Forget it. It's not for you. It's not for you. Fine. Use your discernment. It's no fun to try to make something fit. It either fits or it doesn't, and your intuition always knows whether something fits or not. Okay. Disclaimer. So today's message is very big in scope, in emotional scope. Okay. I got this message months ago, but now the time for it to come about into your material 3D world is quickly coming closer. And so it's time. Yesterday I got the signal. It's time to share this message with the collective. Okay. So I'm sharing this message with the collective. Spirit is sending a soulmate replacement. Yeah. If you don't want a replacement, that's fine. It's your free will, okay? You decide what you want. You decide where your life goes. There's free will. I'm only saying what Spirit said to tell you that is happening right now. But if it's not for you, it's not for you. Remember, it's just, it's a collective of people, and if it doesn't feel right, then it's not for you. It's okay. So what is this replacement, Spirit is sending? Basically, I'm going to start this with telling you about a woman I met a few months ago. This woman was an angel. I looked into her eyes and she was an angel. Literally, her energy was of an angel. I felt the divine looking into her eyes. It was startling. Okay. She was a Reiki healer. And she was so young. My God, she was so young. I was like, this child, this beautiful young woman is an angel. And I know when a person is an angel, like earth angel, an actual human angel, I know that when this happens, the person has been through a lot of life experience to get to this point of serenity. And I was like, she's so young. How did she even get there? But it makes sense because some people really, they experience a lot before a certain age, even a young age. So anyway, it doesn't matter. I'm babbling. Sorry, because this is such a big message. Sorry. Please stay. Because it's important. Okay, so, and this woman, she told me about meeting her twin flame when she was very young. She stayed with him for about 5 years. And as you might know about twin flames, it's turbulent, it's triggering, it's up and down, on and off, and crazy, just all over the place, roller coaster. No, it's not fun, okay? It's not fun. And the thing, but it leads to growth, right? A lot of growth. So it's good, but it's not fun. And she was like, I stubbornly resisted I stubbornly tried to make it work for 5 years, but it was just impossible because the person was so freaking toxic. She couldn't make it work. You can't make something work if it doesn't work, or you can't make someone change if they don't want to change, right? And so she finally let it go, right? I think maybe she was married, or I don't know, really serious connection. And she let it go. And after that, she found a beautiful soulmate level person with whom she has a beautiful marriage now. No, I think she wasn't married to the previous one. To this one, she is married, and so happily married. She was like, this is everything I ever wanted, this calm, peaceful, happy love, right? This is what she wanted. This is what she deserved. The previous person could not give it to her, but this one could and did. And so when she told me that story, I was in a very mixed up place myself, and it was really, it gave me hope that even if I was finding something, some kind of connection difficult, there was always hope that even if it didn't work out, you know, the next one might be the best ever, you know, like you never know. And so I was like, oh, phew, you know, I'm not stuck with this one. I can, you know, she used her free will to choose a person who was better for her, right? And the thing is, spirit doesn't want you to be miserable. I repeat, spirit wants you to be happy. Okay? That is the truth. That is the absolute truth. Yes, it might let some things happen, some lessons that will push you into your power, into choosing yourself, into, you know, becoming your best self, into healing. And it's going to do the same for the other person, for example, for your twin flame or the other connection, the other person you're in a connection with or was in connection with, the difficult connection, and they might push this person also, but they might resist forever. You know, some people resist for years, and that's fine. That's their free will, whatever. It's not like you have your choice and they have their choice, right? You made yours. You made your choice to continue on the path, to keep growing, to keep healing, to keep getting better. No one can stop that. That was a recent message. No one can stop that. And this other person, I'm having a feeling that they're really resisting the pull, really resisting the push, really resisting the urge to grow, to change their life, to surrender, to go with the flow, to work with themselves, to, you know what I mean. All the things you did, the inner work, the shadow work, they're resisting it and they don't want to do it. So, Spirit is sending a replacement. Because whoever this recent person was that you had to disconnect from, because I'm feeling you disconnected from someone recently, this person, whether they were a twin flame, a soulmate, a karmic, whatever they were, it doesn't matter. It was just not right. It made you miserable. It made you nervous. It made you confused. It made you doubt yourself. It made you feel bad about yourself. It made you, you know, gross. It's not for you because it wasn't the best for you. Spirit wants the best for you after you've learned your lessons and healed and blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? And now that you have reached this point of wholeness within yourself, you can finally hold a healthy relationship, a healthy connection. You can finally do that. You've always wanted that, but now you can make it, you can do it because you're ready. You're ready, I'm hearing. Oh, you're ready, but that means that Spirit needs to send a replacement. So the thing is, Spirit does the following, right? It sends you people that teach you lessons, that, you know, present a challenge, that are tests, that are karmic, that get you out of cycles, that help you out on the way, that all kinds of people, you know, right? And for romantic connections is the same thing. The thing is, when you're in a healthy place, Spirit wants to send you healthy people, right? To match your energy. And so it's going to send you this person. You might decide, well, that's not the person for me. Even if they're healthy, it's fine if you decide not to go there. It's your choice, right? Spirit is not going to be mad. They're going to be like, okay, well, fine. Here's another one. That kind of thing. You choose what's for you and what you prefer. You set your boundaries, you set your preferences, and you let Spirit know, and it sends you the next one. And the thing is, it sounds a little bit ridiculous because how many people can it send you, right? Some people think, well, there's not enough okay guys in the world. Or some people say, well, I'm over 40 or over 50. Who am I going to find? Or some people say you're lucky if you meet one soulmate. By the way, I've met so many, so I don't know how You're just gonna meet one maybe if you stay in your hometown, maybe. I don't know. In my personal experience, I've met several, so it's not like it's so difficult, but maybe that's just me, okay? So correct me if I'm wrong. The thing is, it's not as hard as you think to find a person. It's hard to find a person perfect for you, you know, who would work with you. It is hard, yes, but it's not impossible. People, we attract things with our mindsets and beliefs, and sometimes and if you believe it's impossible, it's going to be impossible. If you feel like it's hard, it's going to be hard. If you feel like it's easy, it's going to be easy. I believe that. I meet soulmates a lot, and I meet them. So if you want more soulmates, just believe it like me, you know, just borrow it from me. I give it to you. Like it's all that it is. It's what you believe, what your mind believes, the world makes a fact. That's a manifestation thing, right? And obviously you need to also be aligned to the energy. So if you're aligned to a like low vibration, chaos, toxic energy, that's what you're gonna attract. But if you're high vibing, you're enjoying life, you're peaceful and free and excited, that's what you're gonna attract. If you're healthy, you're gonna attract healthy. If you're unhealthy, you're gonna attract unhealthy. I mean, how is that even a question? That's obvious. So anyway, so many things all at once. So that's what spirit does. It sends in replacements if something hasn't worked out. If someone, so say you have a high level contract with someone, with a twin flame or a soulmate or something, but they're stubbornly resisting the push to be better, to change, to heal, to grow, to evolve. They're resisting it. And they're staying in these toxic cycles, and they want you to be in those toxic cycles with them. And there's no way you're going to stay there because you're evolving, you're growing, you're healing, and there's no way. You're allergic to this stuff, right? They're low vibing over there and you're high vibing over here, and like it doesn't work that way. It doesn't align. So obviously you're in different places, and spirit is gonna maybe wait a while for the lessons to settle and to integrate, and for the energies to transmute and for healing to happen. And then when you're finally ready for a healthy relationship, you're loving on yourself, you're free and happy and just high on life, and there's no more toxicity in your mind, in your life, and you're anywhere, and you're attracting amazing things. Well, guess what? Love is part of that. Love is part of the life experience. You're not going to be attracting this person over there from the past who didn't appreciate you, who treated you badly. Of course not. You're going to be, attracting new people who appreciate you, who treat you the right way, the way you deserve to be treated, who see your worth, who choose you, who, you know, those kind of people. You're attracting those kind of people at the moment. And spirit is saying you do have, constant confirmations. You have several soul contracts that could step in at any time if need be. Wow, that's news for me. I love these messages that I don't know what's gonna happen. I love it. Okay, Violeta, focus. You have several soul contracts that can step in if the previous one failed. So say right now you've been dealing with your twin flame or with a karmic or whatever you were dealing with, and it's awful, and you've grown from this, you've regained your power, and you're peaceful and you're happy, and it's time for love to come to you, but it can't come from this people because from this person anymore. It doesn't align. So it's the next one, the next soul contract, right? And so spirit sends it. You might be a little bit guarded, or you might be a little bit, oh, I don't know. Or maybe there's a problem that you don't think is solvable. So you're like, I don't know, maybe, I don't know. that kind of thing. And then one day you make your decision, well, no, actually, this person is not for me. And so Spirit is going to be like, okay. And the person goes away, right? That's your free will. That's absolutely your choice. You can choose to wait for the old person. You can choose to accept the new person. And then a new person can be sent by Spirit to teach you a lesson, to make you, I'm hearing, sift through your preferences. So for example, you can be sent a few people after the disappointment to see what you like, what you don't like, to kind of sift through the muck, you know, through the, no, I don't deserve that. I do deserve that. I like that. I don't like that. And you're making it clear to Spirit what you will put up with and what you will not put up with. And Spirit is going to keep refining the order that you made for your soul, for your life partner, let's say. You're refining the order. Spirit is, you know, like processing it. It takes some time, obviously, and then sends you another one, right? I'm not saying it's going to send you like 100 million, right? Because usually what happens, what I've heard from other people happen and what I've seen happen, is usually the next one after the first big disappointment is a big improvement. And sometimes people stick with that one, right? Even just the first one. I'm not talking about like a lesson or a person sent into your life. I'm talking about a soulmate. See, Spirit is not just sending anyone from the street. No, they're sending a soulmate currently. And you're going to feel that. You're going to feel the connection with that person instantly. You might already know them. You might just meet them soonish. But this person is going to be a huge improvement on the previous one, because the previous one was aligned with your unhealed self. And this one is aligned to your healed self. Ooh! You're finally, listen, it took some time of refinement, and it took some time of growth and healing. It took some time, okay? It was processing. You're like, oh, I'm giving up on your love. You might have given up on love recently even. You might have been thinking, why do I need love? It's so distracting. It's so chaotic. It's so meh. People are always disappointing me. People are like, blah, blah, blah. By the way, don't do that, because this is a low vibration that attracts those kinds of people. So don't do that. But maybe at the back of your mind, you had such ideas a little bit. I know you're too healed to be on and on and on about it in that way, in that negative way. You're not like that, but still, it might have been a part of you was like, nah, I don't know, I'm not sure I want love, that kind of thing. You know, you're not great, you're not crazy about it at the moment because it was so disappointing recently. So you're like, not again, you know, kind of tired, kind of fed up, that kind of energy from you. A little frustrated, but that's your kind of general energy, focusing on you, doing your stuff, and being excited about your projects and your career and your things, and not really paying attention to love at the moment because you're like, it takes too long, it's too disappointing, it's too difficult, it's distracting, blah 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 blah. Maybe I need some time for myself. Fine, you take your time for yourself as much as you want. Spirit says, please. Spirit wants you to be happy, but it is going to send you a replacement. It's just warning you to keep an eye out and to know that it's sending you a replacement. You're going to think it's a lesson. It's not. You're going to think it's a test. It's not. I mean, it kind of is, but it's a replacement. It's a replacement. It's what love should be. The previous one, the past person, was like what love shouldn't be. All the things love shouldn't be. And I'm hearing this one is going to be what love should be. And if you, I mean, you can push them away and say, well, I would rather just work on me right now. I'm not ready. I need to heal more and blah, blah, blah. You know, you have free will, so you can do that. You can spend some, or you can ask the person, hey, you know, I've been through some hard stuff. Can you just give me some time and space to think about it? That kind of thing. You can also do that. And in the end, like I said, you have free will, so you can say, no, I don't want love right now, or I don't want this person in particular, and that's fine too. No one's going to be mad at you. No one's going to penalize you. Spirit says it's fine. It's your choice because this is a gift. This is a blessing for you. And if you don't accept it, that's fine. You know, we're probably going to send you another blessing in some time, or in, you know. But the thing is, Spirit, it uses divine timing, right? It uses divine timing. And chances are, when this person finally comes around, the replacement, I mean, the new soulmate, you're going to be in a more healed space, more calm space, and they're going to be in a healed, calm space, and you're going to be aligned, and you might be a little bit more willing to accept them, or to accept the possibility, as they will be, because they might have been resistant too. Who knows? Like, I don't know if it's someone you know already, if someone you're going to meet. All I know is a replacement is being sent. That is a fact. And it's a good one. I can feel it. It's a really good one. Again, it's up to you to say yes, no, maybe. I'll think about it. It's going to be at a time when you're focusing on yourself, on your projects. You're really not expecting love to come around, and you don't necessarily want it to come around. That's when it's going to come around, when you don't need it anymore, when you don't necessarily want it anymore. And that's how it always happens, doesn't it? It's not like, oh, I want love. Oh, I want love. And then no love comes, and you're like, oh, whatever. And then love comes when you're like, whatever, I don't want it. It's always like this, right? It's always like this. Spirit is like, well, because you let it go. When you let it go, that's when it comes, because you're supposed to let go of control, and let go of the ego, and let go of pushing and expectations, and you're supposed to surrender. And love comes when you surrender. And sometimes it's a good surrender. It's like I let it go. La, 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 la. And sometimes it's, I let it go because I'm tired. Sometimes it's both. This message is crazy, you guys. This message is crazy. But you know what I mean. So whichever surrender you're in, or maybe you're oscillating between both, that's not the word, something else, I don't know. But basically, this is what I wrote down. A soulmate would sometimes come after a twin flame to give you the partnership you deserve. And this is specific because obviously this is for people who have been on a twin flame journey. If that's you, let me know in the comments. Because the twin flame journey is so difficult, takes so long, and that is why sometimes a replacement is needed. Not because you need love, you have to have love, or not because you're not going to wait for this person. No, because you're in the energy of love. And love comes when you're in the energy of love. And how can this horrible, toxic love come when you're in a healthy, beautiful love energy? It doesn't make sense. It doesn't click. If your twin flame is in a healed space, sure, it can happen. It has for some people. But if they're not, that's not, a replacement is needed. Not needed. Not wanted. Appropriate. That's the word that Spirit is saying, giving me. Appropriate. A replacement is appropriate because it's a blessing, because you deserve it. You deserve the love that you've wanted. Here you go. You deserve it. You've worked hard for it. This other person has canceled their contract for now, or halted their contract, or whatever, whatever they're doing. They're over there busy with themselves and other people and whatever. Doesn't matter. it's their journey, not yours. And so now what's appropriate is to activate the next soul contract. And honestly, I wasn't sure I wanted to deliver this message because it's so polarizing. It's so controversial. You know, everyone says, oh, twin flames, twin flame union, you know, waiting for your twin to heal and, you know, but that's not what Spirit is telling me. Spirit is telling me that many times, most times really, and I've seen that, and I've, you know, with my own eyes, those things don't work out. And if it doesn't work out, there's nothing you can do. You know, on to the next one. You know, don't be one of the people who are stuck on a person for years, because then, does that make you happy? I mean, if it does, fine, but if you're missing out on happiness, on life, or on family, on all those good things, then I just want you to be happy. Spirit wants you to be so happy. Honestly, I could cry right now because Spirit wants you to be so happy. Spirit wants you to wake up with joy in your heart and scream at the top of your lungs that you love your life. That's what Spirit wants for you. And that's why it's sending a replacement, not to punish you, not to stress you out, not to confuse you, but to bless you. Because it wants you to be in love and happiness and joy and peace and freedom and excitement. You know, it wants you to be courted and romanced and have fun and go on adventures and live your life to the fullest. And living your life to the fullest sometimes, not always, involves another person, a partner. And if you don't want a life partner, that's fine too. That's absolutely fine. That's your choice. Spirit just wants you to be happy. If you choose no partner, say no. That's fine. You can be happy with yourself. Absolutely. Just choose what your heart wants. What your heart wants, who your heart wants. But not just your heart, also your mind, your soul, your entire being. Your entire being is so happy with this person. And after you leave the company of this person, and when you think about them, and when you talk about them, you know what I mean? Like, the whole time, this person makes you happy and peaceful and comfortable, not stressed and confused and angry and hateful and miserable and crying. You know what I mean? Sure, those lessons are great for growth, but they're not great for romance. They're not great for happy hearts in a stable relationship. They're not great for that. And yeah, some twin flames make it happen, make it work with when they both heal. But if you're, or whatever, maybe it's a karmic. If your partner doesn't heal with you, they don't belong next to you. And that's the sad part, because maybe you love them so much, but that's life. And unfortunately, sometimes we have to leave those people behind. This is such an emotionally fraught message, guys, and I know it can be hard to hear, or maybe you know this already, who knows? Let me know in the comments if you've been feeling this as well as I have, as much as I have. If you've been having dreams or premonitions or like feelings about this, if you've been getting messages about this replacement, soulmate replacement thing, let me know in the comments. I'm really curious. And if this message is not for you, it's not for you. That's fine too. Remember, always remember, please, you have free will to decide what you want for you. And there's no right or wrong for you, because only you know what you want and what will make you happy. Okay? I can't tell you that. No other person can tell you that. Okay? Only you can. And only you know. That's it. So, Spirit, being Spirit, is going to send you a soulmate replacement because it wants to give you a gift. And if you don't want it, that's okay. If you do want it, great. Yay! Congrats. Spirit just wants you to be happy. And so it's sending you things that it thinks might make you happy. That's all. That's all. It's not a mighty force in the sky that's going to punish you if you discard your blessing. No, it's just going to say, well, you don't want that? It's fine. Fair enough. Maybe I'll send you another one. Oh my God, Spirit. Tone it down. That was creepy, okay? That was creepy. Whew. Can you imagine being sent another and another and another soulmate and you're like, whoa, don't do that. Stop it. Because I can relate. I can relate. Oh. Listen, it's not that you're sitting, like, it's not that at night you're praying for a soulmate and saying, oh, please God, send me another soulmate, send me a replacement. I know you're not doing that. It's just that your energy, your unconscious energy, because you're not always controlling your energy. I mean, you're working on your energy, but you're not always controlling it. Your unconscious energy right now, which is peace and love and light and freedom and just joy and adventure and fun, this is automatically attracting the next soul contract. Okay? The more you are in love, the more love comes to you. And all kinds of love. Obviously, it's not just going to be one soulmate. It's going to be all kinds of people attracted to you, and you can say no thanks. That's fine. But I'm telling you, the deeper you go into this lovey-dovey, in love with life, enjoying fun, blissful energy, the closer the soulmate like the closer you pull in the soulmate, because they're like pulled in by your incredibly big energy, right? And obviously they would also have to be in this energy. They would have to also be healed. Spirit is not going to send you another karmic at this point because you're not attracting karmics anymore. Like at this energy, it's almost impossible to attract a karmic. Healed, happy, blissful, in love with life and yourself? How's that going to work? No, it doesn't. Only low vibing, unhealed people attract those, and you're no longer there. And it's the best thing because finally you can breathe. Your outer world finally is starting to reflect little by little, bit by bit. You're seeing it's starting to reflect your inner world. New friends, new people, new connections, new projects, new places, new things in your life are on the new energy, not the old energy, right? You eliminated everything of the old energy, only the new energy remains. So well done. You've done a lot of work to get here. There was a little bit of waiting because obviously, it takes time to process everything. But Spirit is finally sending in the replacement. And and that person is coming soon. Soon. I'm talking months, tops. Weeks, months. So it's up to you what you do then, but it's a gift. It's a gift from Spirit because it loves you so much and it wants you to be happy. And you deserve this. You deserve the best kind of love. You deserve the best kind of love because you have the best kind of heart. This is your good karma. Dharma? Karma. This is your good karma coming for you. Are you ready? Let me know in the comments. So, yeah, that's it for now. I'm gonna keep updating you with new messages from Spirit. This one was intense, which is why it was so long, but I enjoyed it. I honestly feel exhausted at the end of some of these because it takes so much energy out of me to channel this. I don't know why I'm telling you this. Maybe you're tired too. Maybe you've been getting a lot of messages recently. Maybe. And I did hear earlier today something about clear out the space so the next one can take it. Like clear out the space. Okay, so clear out the space that someone has been taking, if you haven't already, to allow the next one, the better one, take its their rightful place. I'm hearing. So the previous one did not deserve the place you gave them. The new one will. And that's it. Okay. Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, all those nice things. Leave a comment below, please. It helps me out, connects me to your energy, and I'm gonna see you next time. I love you. I'm proud of you. I believe in you with my whole heart. I'll see you next time. Thank you. Bye.